that love their slang, right? They use slang and they're okay in the hood, so to speak.
Exactly.
And the kids like that, and they're not going to change. Plus, in music today, so that's a whole nother subject. But, Jackie, I'd love for you to participate and come on. And, folks, we're building a club, ACO club, and a club for women, too, on Wednesdays. It's $5 membership, and you can go to paypal.me /TJ Morris ET Radio if you'd like to send in your $5 membership fee, and it's strictly by donations to pay the overhead. And I've filed a nonprofit called Ascension Cosmos Oracles for all you mystics, oracles, psychics, sages, seers, shaman, artists, authors, visual and performing artists. And hopefully we'll come back. It's been hard for me because I burn my candle at both ends doing developing, administration, domains, hosting, keeping up with all the software that has to be updated on just my sites alone, plus my clients on my Pro board or the hub at GoDaddy. But, it's a big business. It takes years to do what we do. But there is a learning curve in anything you do. But here, if you want to learn, Jackie, and help be a co-host, I need people to screen the calls before we put them on live on the air. So that's what I'm looking for, folks. We do this voluntarily as a membership-driven online cyberspace culture. And Jackie, I appreciate you tuning in.
That sounds like a bored hacker today, someone who didn't have anything else to do. And you were so right when you said that his monkey brain was in full alert. So
you're falling off.
The person who was hacking the show today, he didn't have anything better to do.
Oh, you heard that?
Yeah, I was on the computer listening. Again, they're in their lower vibration, their monkey brain. Like a kid sitting in the classroom can't figure out what to say or do, so they interrupt everybody. Problem.
Yeah, 9 years ago I had it, but over the years I learned how to screen the calls, and they have a co-host that can help me run the board, which you have to trust somebody because you have to give them the numbers that the Blog Talk gives you to get in to be a co-host, and so they can see everything you can see, so you have to have a trust factor. That's why I want to run a club, and then I get to choose as a club. You know how political everything is and how governmentally, I guess, everything has rules and regulations. So clubs have a little less, you can choose who comes in. Facebook is a platform, and I guess as still an independent company, they can choose who can be on it and whatever. But I'm paying the bills for this 9 years, and I'm going to be very careful. Unfortunately, I wasn't careful enough today because I didn't have somebody to help me. And Melinda is just starting and hasn't learned to run the boards yet. So, folks, most everything that we have in software development, we have a board or a way to get on and off or to know what buttons to push, et cetera. So everything. So if you want to learn Blog Talk, please, you can go to Google Blog Talk Radio, BlogTalkradio. Look at the board and learn to be a co-host or run the chat room and how to screen calls for those of us that are paying for our time on the radio. But I welcome anybody that wants to learn and be a member just here on Blog Talk Radio. We could sure use the help. And like I said, I'm going to require $5 a month to get on and to share because we're giving you airtime, your name. It's good to get your web presence out there if you have a domain, if you're a writer, if you're a visual performing artist, or if you just want to learn how we do readings and how we follow the tarot or our higher consciousness. So we'll have divine shares as well. So it's a lot to teach. It's a lot to learn, but we welcome anybody that wants to. And tomorrow we'll have Shane Flanagan. He is a life coach. So we're going to have men more on Thursdays, and Friday is our UFO shows. We have that's a very popular alienology and ufology topic for Fridays, paranormal Fridays or whatever, but spirituality on Wednesdays. Jackie, thank you. You're a godsend. I appreciate your 5G intelligence levels of knowing it exists. But folks, unless you got fiber optics out there, I wouldn't count on it too much. But learn, like Jackie said, if you've got a lot of people downloading, it depends on how many, your laptops, your tablets, who's tuning in on their cell phones, their smartphones, who's using your Wi-Fi. And don't give your Wi-Fi out. I've got two subjects here, but unless I give it to you, you'll have to, you won't know it. So,
and I'm sorry, it's funny that you would say that because, again, I was working remotely and I was using my own device and I was using it through the platform. And I went back to work for a short period of time. I went back to work for a short period. I went back period of time, and everything from my personal device, Google actually mirrored it into my job, into my work Google, and to me it was a big invasion of privacy. Like all my
see. So Google
everything. So if I wanted to clean out my Chromebooks now from home while I had the time, I would have to actually use my own network to do that. And guess what? Then they'll have my network. It's ridiculous. You have no privacy with it. That's the only unfortunate thing about what Google does.
You have to learn to tell. Did you sync everything together?
No, I never synced. They said Google. I know you can go in your settings and say certain. Change certain things or pull. Delete. I don't think I should have to delete my personal bookmarks from my devices so that it could come off of their device. They never was supposed that domain. That privacy level, but that wasn't thought of at that time. Google actually. Google will sync even if you don't sync. They do it every day.
Yeah, exactly. Well, go in. I just learned something about Google. I had to download it, and the newer ones are much more invasive than the old ones. You're right. They've got a lot of things because of smartphones now. But folks, just figure it out. Go on your Google, the page for your offering what they can and can't do, what advertisements you can and cannot allow, and just learn. You're going to have to read, unfortunately. You're going to have to go on different software packages and read it, the fine print, and then check or uncheck as much as you can. But use your own discernment, your own research, and you're right. I can't live with Google, and I can't live without it. So we're just like 5G. It's some things you just have to accept in life if you're going to be in our cyberspace culture community. But I've got to go, Jackie. I've been on.
Okay.
I was
have a great one.
starting.
Okay.
All right, we'll be here tomorrow, folks. Try to tune in, Jackie, and listen to Shane Flanagan tomorrow. And we'll try to, if you want to join our club, we'll try to help you learn what we're doing, helping other women. We do ebooks, websites, domains. We write books, and we do radio shows, and we make videos too, folks, if you're into videography. All right. Okay. Well, there went the show. All right. Love and light, everybody.
All right,
thank you, Jackie.
Love and light to you.
Thank you. Okay, bye-bye. All right. Thank you, everybody. We couldn't do this without you, all you listeners, even you kids that obstruct justice here. Jesus. Okay, thank heavens for those that serve our country, for our first responders. We need more first responders all over the world because of the way the environment's going and the world. We appreciate you listening because, we do our best to help each other in service to others. So that's our whole thing with Ascension Cosmos Oracles and my brand, TJ Mars ET Radio and American Communications Online. But tomorrow, Shane Flanagan from Canada is coming on, author, great speaker, going to tell us about himself. Tomorrow, Shane Flanagan. He's on LinkedIn. Look him up. And we'll see you tomorrow. So thank you so much. We appreciate you listening, and I will get back to doing some psychic readings once I get more help in my club. So TJ Mars Agency Club or ACO Club. Listen to my YouTubes. I put a lot of information out there. I spend a lot of time at night promoting people and what our subjects are during the day on radio. So love and light, everybody. We will see you tomorrow. Thank you.
the bluegrass trains are coming from Beaverdale down to Alabama. The bluegrass trains are coming. Bluegrass trains are coming. Long, long train running. It's a song's refrain, and I gotta remain. Bluegrass trains are coming. Bluegrass trains are coming. You'll hear Bill Monroe's a strumming. Lester Flatt and Earl Scruggs, Ralph Stanley's giving hugs. 'Cause the bluegrass trains are coming. For many years it has been running from the town of Rosine down to New Orleans. The bluegrass trains are coming. See the white clouds a chugging. Hear the big, big wheels a humming from the